go alone into that. And a couple of picks on the other side for Xiaoshu being hovered. Xiaoshu, as an individual top laner, has had a pretty good split. Spring, it felt like he was a strong top laner on a pretty middling team, at least on an individual level. In summer, I feel like that's kind of continued. I think that Rare Atom as a whole have had some pretty good individual performances. It's matter.
Yeah, it certainly does. I feel like just giving up objectives in the other game is rough. Lian doesn't want to. Missing drops his...
There's the potential of a dive. Ult from Xiaoshu, I think, probably should dissuade them, but we'll see.
Kanavi with a bit of a whiff to start it off. The all-out pulls him away from the tower, and I think Xiaoshu has managed to survive this one for now, but Knight's moving over. Lian's here too. The stun is there. 369 caught out, knocked up Lian. Grabs himself first, but beautiful play from Xiaoshu.
Escape the diving threats of Rare Atom. You need to have that X Factor. Xiaoshu potentially ulting through the wall.
369 taken with the all-out here, looking for the 1v1, but Lian's getting involved as well. And there's Cyclone, second kill of the game, both on the Monkey King. Feather flashing over the wall, but kind of kept himself into play there. Not the greatest flash you've ever seen, as it's the junglers taking all of the kills this game. Fight the 2 deaths, the 369 still has a lead. Lian really wants to try and get in. This is his second Drake where he's shown up to kind of watch the enemy team take it, and a great little ult onto Feather as well. And there we go, kill for Knight. Just want to quickly mention, hang on a second. I'm not going to mention anything. Lian is going to walk right into a Crocodilio, and over the wall goes the boar. Lian is going to go down. Surely is missing. Wants a little bit more as well, but Lian doing a Knight. Flashed on by Kanavi though, so he won't escape. Mole has no mana. Feather with a hook onto missing, but he might have just engaged on the Rakan's behalf here. Double knocker comes through, and Assume is sent packing.
Well, that's...
for the neutral objectives. And then just snowball out of control. It's beautiful to see every single time from JDG as they continue. I mean,
if you're looking for miracle hooks, and even then, that's not a bad stun, but it's not enough.
Oh, that's beautiful. The follow-up from Missing into the Pop Blossom. JDG, the fight's already won, and it's only just begun. Mole will be next if Ruler wants to flash for it, but the Q is enough. Who needs to flash? Ruler's having none of it today. The pullback isn't quite enough to finish off Assume, who's trying to get back in. Missing has been pulled out of the play. Will be able to dash out, though, and keeps himself safe. Oh, the feathers! It's enough to set up the kill, but Xiaoshu finding one at least.
It's 16 minutes in. We've barely woken up and had our morning coffee at this point, but JDG... Magi is being built second is because it gives you so much flat pan. Ruler doesn't have all. He's dead. He won't let me talk.
He used everything in the previous fight to try and solo kill Assume. And
a rare point where it does feel like they have had some advantage. Hook lands.
And there we go, there's that one shot we were talking about. I mean, Kaiser Q is just mini syndrome because Missing is looking for him. Quickness going to come out. In fact, Quickness not even needed here. Just going to be taken down.
He absolutely explodes. Mole, really not having the easiest side of things. At least 369 is taken as for an inner turret on top side. And since Baron is spawning the next few seconds as well, JDG have complete control over the top side of the map. This is a momentary...
Being a little sneaky with it, but not anymore. Feather has been spotted and immediately locked down by Kanavi. Ruler trying to follow up onto it, and it's Knight to finish the kill. 8 stacks now on the Magi's, and not too far.
Like the Kaiser, who has 0 built-up MR, they're going to have, what, 30 to 35 MR? They're going to have none against Knight.
It's essentially true damage at that point. Missing, caught out, but Xiaoshu trades his life for it. And now, I mean, this is going to be the 3rd tier 2 taken here. In the meantime, Ruler wasn't even with the team. Ruler was just pushing waves, just taking control. 20 seconds till Drake comes up as Mole answers.
If they could have, again, isolated a single target, that would have been huge for them. Ult's back up for JDG, though, and that's a stinger.
Yeah, Mole does flash away, though, as in they go. Kanavi gonna be stuck and kind of flumps his flash. There's a Pop Blossom that just eradicates the health bars. And now Ruler's here. 369 tanking up to the great buffer from Xiaoshu as well. 369 is resetting. He has his TP available, but there's a Xayah in the game. That is a smite, essentially. I don't know how how Knight is the one to grab that one, but it doesn't matter. Xiaoshu being focused down now as Feather falls to start it off. Xiaoshu with the all-out onto Missing here, and in comes the Kaiser. Assume finishes Knight. This could be the fight for them as Ruler does find one to answer. 369 is back into play. Assume you got to try and get out of there. Xiaoshu tries for a second time in the game, but it's Ruler with 3.
Wise to their tricks, the Ruler gets the kill. Assume no flash, no cleanse, but does have a Wukong to potentially help disengage.
The smite is good, but can 369 find his slice and dice through the minion wave? I think he can, and Assume is gone. 2v1 technically, but let's be honest, Assume no health and no mana.
And despite losing a couple of kills along the way, they are going to get themselves into a hugely dominant position, even beyond what they'd already achieved. JDG, they're using this to push in. It really is on Feather trying to find a miracle hook, and he misses.
Feather jumped over the wall for it, gets stunned up, and Ruler will finish the job, as this might actually just be game. With the Baron in pocket, you have to assume that JDG will keep on pushing down the mid lane. They can move over to the top, it's a little more difficult to engage. They do have a Rakan. Leon's clone will take a lot of damage, but I'm not sure they're too worried about that one. Great little route on Xiaoshu there from Ruler.
Wave is not pushed in towards the bot side.
Well away. Well away. But it's going to be super minions coming as well. First tower goes down, stun onto Lien. He clones to keep himself safe, but now it's big damage onto Feather. 369 almost finishes the kill off. And here come the super minions. And 15 seconds on the Baron for that super to shred through the tower here. JDG are going to finish the job with a triple Pop Blossom to eradicate RA. They're onto the fountain. Maybe they, no, Knight died. Knight died to the fountain. I was thinking maybe pentakill territory, but JDG, no time for it. They'll take this game down in 27.5.
And they make it look so easy. What do you do against a team like JDG, especially when they're on this kind of form? I mean, you have...
It's been a little while since we've seen some sides. Oh, go on, do it. Please go for the Lilia. We saw it.
Saw it the last time they played. Saw it against Team WE. It's been pulled out this week by Kanabi. It's been on stage. It's been in practice as well.
I absolutely love Lilia. Yes, it's locked in Kanavi. And this is classic as well. When you think back to like 2020, that was when, I will just mention as well, Silas, oh, hang on, all in the bottom side. Feather forced to flash away, but Ruler follows him with a hail of blades here, but Ruler's going down as well. Feather surviving for now, gets into the brush, but missing to finish that kill off. Assume with the first blood.
It's just Varus thing. Such a lane-dominant AD carry. Heading into the first fight of the game, though. Objectives being started.
Missing down to half HP. The smite won by Kanavi. Missing down, though, and perhaps a fight for RA. Kanavi in the middle of everyone as Mole is low on HP. Everyone's low on HP, but it's RA winning it out again. 3 for 1 now on the kills. Rel in the LPL actually jump over a wall. I've seen so many whiffs. As here we go. Ult onto Kanavi, he's low and he's taken down. Missing will fall as well. It's JDG. They are being thrown for a doubling up his damage on 2 players. Xiaoshu doubling up on towers.
Incredible.
I mean, none of this is
this would be a gripped up fight in a way that we haven't seen it so far, and Silas is entering the building.
5v5 fight with JDG, 2,500 gold down. How often do you get a chance to see that? RA, what have you got? Let's see your take on JDG. Feather chunked out there as 369 looks to the core of the Forge, got across the team here. The smite fight for the Drake, but it's taken by Ruler. He's got a kill on top of it as well, as Mole has found himself alone. Missing's gone down, he's buying space for Mole, who actually gets out, but everyone flashes onto him, and he's taken out anyway. It doesn't matter if you've got a gold lead.
Done with the stolen ults. JDG walk away with one fight in a very difficult situation. We were calling for them before that.
They're like, where's the location? It's
where's
like,
the secret base? I don't know. I've got the first half of the coordinates.
Here we go, another fight as RA look for another attempt. Kanavi the target this time, and he's low, but it looks like he'll get out of this one. Xiaoshu behind enemy lines, but the all-out is onto Ruler here. Can they finish the AD carry off? Ruler flashes out safety, but Xiaoshu chases him down, and Rare Atom looking good for more. LZQ falls as Xiaoshu is answered, but Kanavi still alive. He's a carry in his own right. 369 has kicked Assume out of the fight. Lien will be chased down and finished off. JDG, the bot lane, the mid lane, both taken out, but
you know the ornament names? I don't know that one. That's the one I don't.
I don't know. I know Galeforce is Typhoon. Oh, hang on. LZQ, welcome to the LPL, my son. Gets a solo kill onto Mole. Lyric in absolute shambles.
Just had to call him out while he was asked.
Yeah, JDG, they might just be able to grab themselves the Baron for free here. Great quickness across the team here. It's not quickness, that's a Leona, but Assumes dived in and shredded everyone. 369 on the backline trying to do something, but Kanavi's taken out. And suddenly RA are back on top.
JDG, they don't pull the trigger early enough around the Baron start. They don't manage to finish it before Rare Atom get there in time. And the fights, which we were saying were feeling inevitably JDG favored. Well, I mean, we've just been slapped at Wormfallen sacrifice from the Kraken Slayer. We no longer get that one anymore, though. And LCQ, we're not going to get him either. He's completely dead.
I mean, he's been carved into the shadows himself now as Xiaoshu was tanking up that tower just a little bit too long. That's the power of a Rel and an Ornn right there. You do not get to move. Got that Baron buff for 20 seconds more as the Ornn Horn flies across, but it's going to be LCQ found again. What is that damage? Welcome to the LPL, buddy. Gets himself a solo kill, and Rare Atom take offense to that and throw absolutely everything and the kitchen sink at him. Now suddenly you've got Hex Flash from Feather. He could start off a fight here himself. Here we go. Engage, kicks on through. Is Feather trying to escape with his life? Will be able to do so. Damage coming out. Mole dives into the backline, but Ruler flashes away. Missing's down, though. And again, RA finding Muscle in, but perhaps could look towards the mid lane instead. Feels like they want to contest this Drake, though. Feather behind enemy lines is the Drake. Solo, it's just going to be taken down before the fight can even kick off. Feels like JDG, they just want the fight itself, but 369 is already low. Feather turns golden to buy time as 369 getting a knock-up. Assume is down. The President has been taken out of the picture. Leanne getting chased now as Kanavi and missing. Still full HP for now, but it's a 3v4. RA with the numbers advantage, but Kanavi is kind of popping off here. The dots are ticking, and RA are running out of health bars. The Lilia comes on through, and Kanavi, courtesy of the Ornn in the top lane, does so much work. Despite of the fact, again, that Rare Atom killed the carries, there is a third one. There is another. You have to wonder, RA, can you do it? I want to see them do it. They've had the lead for so long. They're still 1,000 gold up as Xiaoshu finds the knockback onto 369, but he's so tanky. He's practically invincible. Knockback on the rest of the team here, but into the meat grinder they go. And JDG not tanky enough because Mole's got a double kill of Feather, finding more, but Kanavi's still alive again. Surely not again. Kanavi cutting through them, but Assume turns it around instead, and it's Leanne to find the flail of winter. RA find themselves an 8. So much work when he is left alive. It has been a battle of seeing who has enough damage left over after the initial barrage. Limits in this game. Massive gold lead for RA. Massive fight wins for RA. And it does feel like small mechanical outplays like Feather. Fantastic start. Maxed out almost one last skill point to put through. If one of those Ws lands, be prepared to see if there's going to be an Alt W follow-up to guarantee that. Who's got it left on the table? Both teams in River contesting position. It's a Cloud Soul on the table for whoever gets this. Well, no, actually, just for RA. As Assume finding those W's playing so far back, waiting for his opportunity, dives in and instantly knocked up. 369 has found him. It's all gone pear-shaped. It's all gone a bit Pete Tong, RA. It looked so good for so long, and they just get eradicated. And Assume just flies into his death for such a good game from the Kaiser. Assume in the most pivotal moment, can't get it done. JDG, they outlast the storm, and LZQ is in a bit of a rocky road. I think they're just going to wait for his debut. It's a tragedy. It's an absolute tragedy here in the LPL. As JDG, they just need one fight win. That's all they need. A clean ace. Well, what was it, 6,000, 5,000 gold down? That's enough for them to end the game, and you can see on the player cams after that last fight, the faces of the RA players just devastated, and rightly so. And that double agent, Tinker Taylor.